Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak 2, our last episode. Our sweep of Edith at Night for Act 3 got underway as we started through Old Town, where we picked up a special issue of the Tyrell Times before moving on to Station Street. With part of it done, we take a detour to pick up our next 4 SPG. There's a 4 SPG on the bulletin board. Allay The Waterway. According to recent intel, a dangerous monster, the Gargou Roume, has been sighted in the Tyrell District's waterway. We would greatly appreciate you taking care of this beast in the guild's stead. Okay, then I shall. How do I get in the waterway again? This way. It's going to be a quick bash by the look of it. I wonder if I could have picked that up at any point in time, to be honest. Fight the one monster in the waterway? Is it just going to take us straight into the battle, is it? That's more than one wanted monster, I can tell you that for sure. Wait a second, there's water here.
Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing.
There was water in the geofront that had fish in it. Why is there no fish here? A fearsome foe is prowling around.
There are so many of them.
We picked the short quest, so we're committing more to sweep than anything else.
Use a shark boost to get the upper hand.
Yeah, none of these actually stand a chance of actually doing anything to us.
It's working.
Here goes.
One spell will wipe them out, right?
Think fast. Take this. You're up, friend.
And someone's got a 0 arts. So it's donezo. Isn't it?
Initiating drive. Go! We're set!
Let's just finish the job as fast as humanly possible. Easily done.
Activating skill.
In almost the blink of an eye. So I'd fallen. Which spells come out faster than anything? Divine Phoenix does. Force Smasher does. I can cast these all before. I guess Divine Phoenix makes the most sense. Can I get into a point where I can hit everything?
Certain arts will be more effective. Initializing drive.
Yes. They didn't really stand in our way, did they? Found an Inferno Quartz.
Well done, everyone.
Allay the Waterway is complete,
Reward
and we get
deposited.
6,000 Mira. Lorne Grey. Lore's not far off now. Right, an Inferno Quartz.
Shifting
What's that when it's at home?
maintenance mode.
We got Firestorm. Increases the preemptive shard attack damage by 50% instead of 20%. So it's just the upgrade on that.
Switching to maintenance
Does anyone
mode.
have like a
Don't
fire
worry.
lock in this
Switching
section?
to maintenance.
Maintenance mode activate.
Maintenance mode.
Ma-
Switching to maintenance mode.
Maintenance mode activate.
Maintenance mode.
Adjusting. Let me handle this.
No
Let
one
me
has a
handle
fire
this.
lock.
I'll work my...
Activating maintenance mode.
Oh no, you do. That would be great to give you because it would
Sorry,
give double.
that's a single element
It would
slot.
give double value for the win, so the win would become like 6 value. But you're not with us right now.
Ooh, a shiny new skill.
But I'll give it to you anyway.
Skills changed.
So that would give you Flare Boost, and it would give you 6 wind towards Judgment Feather, which is exactly enough. So then you just build Mirage, and you would have Fire Boost too. So now you would be a very good fire caster. The issue with that is getting her the stuff in the first place to be there and do that. She's not here, so how do we use her? Gives all the wind element too. It's a pretty handy technique. Right, well, that was a quick quest. Let's
Here
return to
goes.
Station Street and finish off the sweep there, and then sweep a little more.
wonder if business will be better this year.
Setting ourselves up for another quest next episode. I wonder if they'll let me go on any business trips with this promotion. I mean, a salary increase is nice and all, but what I really want is to do more traveling. I wonder if it's too late to decline. Probably be fine. No problems on Station Street today. I'll do my best to protect the peace tomorrow too. Honestly, the Bracer Guild's probably the biggest deterrent for crime around here. Slightly more effective than our patrols. Makes it pretty easy to supervise the area though. Anyway, people like Jacobin are definitely not the norm around here. I can't believe it. Did Mina actually make a friend at Sunday school? I think this might be the first friend she's ever had. Is this why she's been okay with going to school all by herself lately? My little mummy's girl, all grown up. Oh, but I'll be so lonely without her. Well, all that matters is that she's happy, and hopefully this means she'll be ready to go to Sunday school full-time next month. Oh no, just the thought is making me sad. Is it Mina that has separation anxiety, or me?
Alrighty.
Well, really, your mum sounds so nice, Mina. Yep, mummy always makes sure I'm happy. Anyway, what's your mummy like? See, my mum... And can you believe I knew the answer today? Hey, you're starting Sunday school for real next month, right? I think we're going to be learning some new stuff soon. Yep, mummy told me the same thing. Wow, it's like your mum knows everything, Mina.
Seek out never-before-seen treasures as
That mum is winning
unfolds
somehow.
on an all-new adventure. The adventures
So you
of
wanted to talk
Rockford,
about the student
Golden
festival?
Calamity.
Then tell me, what can the worst student president in Aramis history do for you? Isn't the ever-talented Miss Bright supposed to be in charge this year? Why aren't you asking her? Standing, like, literally here. Well, Ren's definitely talented, but she can't be everywhere at once, you know? Plus, we don't really think you're the worst student president in Aramis history either. I understand if you're still feeling hurt by what Ren did in the past, but she only had that opportunity because she was an exchange student. And anyway, you were the reason last year's festival was so successful. You put so much work into it all. So you came in to make me cry, is that it? No, I suggest you stop there. Any more and the waterworks are bound to start. In a sense, she was also one of Ronald's victims. You know, I can't help feeling responsible for putting her in such a difficult position.
Indeed.
What am I crying for? Ren? Were you there the whole time? Good evening. I don't think I caught the entire conversation, but I believe I have a good idea of what it was about. Frederica, I'd like to apologize once again. Thank you for all your hard work. Well, it's not like I needed your acknowledgement, but I suppose it does make me a little happy. Frederica, I see she still has a cute side. Alright, that's the end of this topic. You came to talk to me about the festival, yes? So let's talk. See you later, Ren. We'll tell you about any decisions we make tomorrow. Alright, I look forward to hearing them. I'm assuming you mean to ask me about last year's sponsors. Well, yeah, got it in one. There are some other companies we'd like to ask for support, but... And their chat continues apace. With the awkward gotten through.
When did it get so late?
When I was fighting in a weird space of Cray that doesn't exist anymore, maybe. That's when it got so late. Carlo's been a bit paranoid about Ilhan leaving lately. He was worried about him becoming too focused on his new venture. But I guess there really was no need for concern. Ah, what a relief. Iota's only at his best when they work together after all. I guess I was just jumping to conclusions, huh? I had a talk with Ilhan recently about that mobile payment service of his. Not only was he not planning on leaving Iota, but he's apparently already finished with the more taxing parts of the project. So now he can relax and focus on being a barista. At least that's what he told me. I should have known. I mean, that's just the kind of guy Ilhan is. One who never throws in the towel. Ilhan never changes, huh? He might start projects on a bit of a whim, but you can always be sure he'll follow it to the end. I guess he really is a genius. As long as we can continue working together, I have no reason to complain. Carlo said he wants me to rethink my new venture. You see, he's worried that I might start neglecting Iota if I go any further, that I'd leave my barista work once I got too involved. Well, to tell the truth, I've already made headway on creating a foundation for the project, and I'm still here, aren't I? Now I'll have plenty of time to focus on Iota. Maybe I should actually take the time to assuage Carlo's worries. I've never had any intention of leaving Iota. I've got to quit now after all the memories we've made. Plus, it makes for a perfect work environment. I plan on starting the project by setting up its base foundation from the very beginning. It would just make those pesky bank negotiations easier. I'm surprised he misunderstood, actually. I'll have to talk to him about it later.
What can I get for you?
Soul Chef tea. I can make tea.
Hope it's to your satisfaction.
Golden afternoon.
So, what's next on the agenda?
Let's give Fairy this emerald bangle. A reward for trying to kill me. A reward for succeeding to kill me. Haha, today was splendid, Olivia. Who knew the capital could be so interesting? See, I told you it's nice to experience new things. Yes, you were right. Perhaps I should consider moving to Edith as well. I'm not sure if that would be a blessing or a curse. Either way, you two really are alike. I mean, they married. Oh, I suppose I was right to trust my wife. All those things missing from Horacio high society, she managed to find them here. Yes, our life in the capital should go swimmingly. I wonder, it should be fine for me to enjoy myself as well, right? Now I can enjoy myself to the fullest. I'm so glad my husband understands. He may look rather stern at times, but he's actually quite simple to please. Of course, my experience as his wife has given me a leg up on the matter.
Please, at least consider my offer.
Professor Hamilton's presentation was truly remarkable. She offered such succinct analyses of so many dynamic viewpoints. It was simply phenomenal. Interestingly enough, the topic she spoke on may actually help me write my paper as well. I mean to submit it to this year's essay writing competition. The theme is social sustainability. Having Professor Hamilton's insight along with my own knowledge of urban engineering, this paper might actually end up defining my academic career. Alright, the report for the seminar is complete. Now I can get started on my own work. Thankfully, my T-phone should allow me to lighten up my workload for next year. Maybe now I'll have enough time to start entering the competition annually. Oh, they're back together again. So, all the listening devices in your room should be gone now. Wait, what? Hopefully you won't have any more trouble with stalkers in the future. Right, thank you. Okay, you didn't plan them, good. You know, I'm really sorry about today. Can't imagine I'm someone you want to be talking to right now. I should just take my leave. Stay safe. Wait, back when we were dating, something fell off, but I never actually had any proof. And I didn't really feel like I could depend on you, so I just never said anything. I see. But you were the one that caught my stalker, right? Your passion for your job might have led to you blowing me off on dates a few times, but I respect the fact that you're so dedicated. This makes me feel like I've missed the sweep earlier, because I couldn't enter those buildings, but they had dialogue, but I couldn't get in them? What was going on? Have I missed talking? Or is it like I'm gonna... Because, like, I can't even know at this point in time if I've missed anything. Because I might suddenly be sent back in time to the day again. I just don't know. There's no linearity anymore. But I respect the fact you're so dedicated. What I'm trying to say is, thank you. Of course. Kind of feels like we shouldn't butt in. Yeah, let's leave him be for now. Dedicate to the job. Seriously, if anyone else is bothering you, just let me know. It's a policeman's duty to help, you know? Thanks. You're doing good work, Nate. I guess it makes sense that you're so busy all the time. An understanding has been met. And now it's just the Bracer Guild, which there were eyes on it. Well, there's someone there. Oh, isn't this... The paperwork detailing the legacy should be finished by now. We'll have to keep an eye out for any Armata-related fallout. Also, I've written a brief report on information I found about the True Grievance Brigade. Please take a look when you can. This is a lot of work, Luca, and you did it all so quickly too. Good job. I guess you really were the right choice for handling Horacio. Oh, come on, grandfather. I'm sure you know plenty of people more skilled than I am. Well, even if I did, I'm still glad I left it to you. I doubt anyone else could have handled the death game so well. Keep it up, Luca. Understood. And grandfather, please try not to overdo it here in the capital. She's the receptionist from the guild's Oracion branch. I wonder why she came to Edith. Yeah, I hear she's pretty talented. So much happened in Oracion last year. I'm glad things aren't that crazy anymore. Nice to see you all again. Thanks for all your help back in Oracion. I still can't help feeling regretful over the loss of Ewan though, but the others at our branch are making sure to carry on his legacy. I suppose I should too, as my part in making recompense for his death. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure of what your circumstances are at the moment, but if there's anything I could do to help, please let me know. Actually, we kind of have a thorny situation on our hands. Yes, and with aid from the Oracion branch, it's possible we could acquire information that would otherwise be unavailable to us. We'll be counting on you, Luca. Of course, I'm not so sure we'll be of much help, but I'll cooperate to the best of my ability. Luca reminds me of Mezzaldam. Talk about an unpleasant surprise. I imagine the fact that Ix chose to go by that name as well was just a coincidence. Even more chat. I'll try to help as much as I can. Be sure to take care of yourselves in the meantime. And try not to get into too much trouble before hearing back from us, alright? Heard you guys got into some trouble today. And now you've got Elaine, Ren, and even the Divine Blade of Silver backing you up, huh? The Garden Master. We should probably start planning on how to deal with him as soon as Jin makes it back. Where's Jin? Uh-oh. I don't like knowing that any one of my friends is absent now. Can only mean bad tidings. That's why I'd like to do another tour of the guild's branches. That said, Jin is always away quite often. Sounds like you have your mind made up then. So, Grey Arnold, what is it that you strive for? That's the question they asked when I first joined. I strive to become stronger. Strong enough to defeat all the injustices I see around me. I want to have the strength to protect. And I strive to become a real bracer, just like my sister. Alright, once you succeed, I'll be here waiting for you. Thank you very much, Lahad. Just between you and me, I saw Grey's sister pretty often back when I was training in Le Mans. She was the best bracer out of all of us. I still have a lot of respect for her. But if he wants to follow in her footsteps, he'll have to work hard for it. Anyway, today was kind of a lot to deal with, don't you think? After I just got back from my business trip too. Guild means to come out with a plan on what to do tomorrow though, so don't feel like it's all on your shoulders, alright? Got it. Right, we'll be counting on you guys. Lahad's still got more to talk about. But still, actually maybe now's not the best time anyway. There was something I needed to talk to Jin about, but it's looking like he left already. Well, I guess that's fine. I'll just have to tell him when he gets back. Hey, I heard about what happened to you guys. That must have been pretty rough, huh? The others made it sound like the scene was really bad. I'm glad there weren't any casualties, though. Not that I want to talk, but make sure you're careful going forward, alright? They finally lifted some of the restrictions I've been under. I got permission to do a tour of some of the guild's branches, too. I need to show my seniors that all the effort they put into training me hasn't gone to waste. I will show them results. And that should be the completion of Station Street. What's the next quickest area to sweep around that we've got? Probably the Grand Circuit of everyone here. Let's head on over.
Let's be on our way.
At night. There's actually an event going on here. That is Ix and Yoda with Lucrezia and Walter. Where's Harwood? This is interesting. Well, isn't this a surprise? Oh, for the love of Adius. This is a rather unusual place for a gathering of rogues. I'm at a loss for words. Hey, what's up, Arkride? You've been getting yourself into all kinds of trouble lately. Attaboy. It's been close to a week since our last meeting, no? You all look awfully exhausted. Have you fallen victim to the post-vacation blues? Yeah, I guess. Hey, wait a sec. We aren't here for small talk. What on earth are you people doing here? You should see the looks on your stupid faces. It's priceless. Yeah, it's a normal reaction to seeing a couple of assassins chilling in a public place. That girl is like shockingly calm compared to her loudmouth brother. I don't see the Oathbreaker anywhere. Yeah, I'm guessing you punks aren't planning on starting shit, right? Well, if you're just here to enjoy the local delicacies, that's fine. Good picks, by the way. The rich cacao float and the blue cream and chocolate rose soda. This place's hidden gems. The hell are you going on about? I just picked this at random. Oh, do you like sweets too? A fellow sweets buff. Wait, no, we are not bonding over this. I've got some questions and I want answers. First off, why in the hell are you four in the capital? Direct as always. Since when did you have a sweet tooth? You only just noticed now? Wait, so the Oathbreaker willingly went back to the society? And he's meeting with his upper echelons? Said upper echelons are called the Anguis, and there are 6 currently among their ranks. That's correct, the final seat has been vacant for the past 2.5 years. Well, I may have mentioned this on the island, but my dear Harwood has been a little too naughty this time. We enforcers aren't required to apologize when we act out of line, but the same can't be said of the people of his station. Until that guy's done kowtowing before his master, Lucrezia and I are stuck running a daycare with these little brats. Why are we stuck doing the grunt work? They should have given this job to that ogre girl and a golden retriever of a prince. You must be talking about that crazy strong warrior from the Red Constellation. There isn't a Jaeger alive who doesn't know that corps name. I swear I've heard about a runaway prince before. Red Constellation, runaway prince. What the heck are you guys going on about? On my take, I think this kind of gig is perfect for a couple of old has-been enforcers like you. Oh hey, I gotta ask, why are you babysitting us anyway? Not like we're related to that hairy old fart. The only reason we haven't bailed is because we haven't been paid yet. As soon as the check clears, we're blowing this crapsicle stand. That's perfectly fine by me. But until that moment arrives, we will be keeping you company.
Trust me, I'd rather be doing literally anything else. You kids are annoying as hell. I totally get why you guys would want to give them a piece of your mind, but if you raise even a finger to them, we'll have to break your arm. Sorry, I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. Yeah, whatever. We've got bigger fish to fry anyway.
The floor is all yours. What you do from here is none of my concern. So go nuts. I'm curious whether your scheme will play out like you think it will. Should make for an interesting watch.
Speaking of bigger fish, the Oathbreaker hasn't been playing ball with the Garden Master since Nemeth, right? He did say he'd step aside that one time. To my knowledge, he's out of action for now. But I wouldn't take an Oathbreaker at his word. Heck, for all we know, he might even have your precious 3 and 9 under his thumb. What? No! Like I said, you could never run from your past. It'll stalk you to the ends of the earth. The old Freeze made himself into another man's puppet, and the old Nine's chasing a guy who tossed her aside like yesterday's garbage. Tell me, does that sound like a happy life? Sure doesn't to me. Okay, X, you've made your point. My goodness. Say what you will, they'll find happiness someday. I haven't known them for long, but even I was struck by how close a bond those two share. It's true that they hit a roadblock. In fact, we all have obstacles in our path right now. But we will overcome ours. Swin and Nadia will overcome theirs. Sounds like you guys know about all the shit that's going down in the capital. Too bad Mummy and Daddy's got you grounded. Have fun watching us kick ass from your little playpen. Yeah, we'll put on one heck of a show. One that you're not allowed to take part in. I didn't even have to chime in. Ah, shut up. This mushy will overcome everything in our way talk. Always makes me want to barf. Keep your puke to yourself, X. Anyway, I think you people are all bark and no bite, but if you want to try and prove me wrong, be my guest. I'm interested to see what ending you and the other 3 and 9 will reach. Whether it's a happily ever after, or one that leads straight to the grave. As for us, the life we led was filled with killing, and more killing. It wasn't a particularly good life, nor a bad one. But now that it's over, I don't really know where we'll go from here. I haven't given our future much thought. Jorah? And that's fine. But now you can just kick back, relax, and munch on the finest sweets in the capital while we do our thing. Once the Oathbreaker's back, you're free to put in some 4 SPGs with me. I'd happily take him on. Only condition is that the rowdy little punk has to chill the hell out. What, you think we'd give you a request? You must be totally blissed if you think we'd do that. Hard pass. Actually, I may consider it if you tell me where to find some other good sweets. I can tell you that. So you must be a regular here, the way you knew that these were hidden menu items. Yep, I've already had a taste of every dessert this place has to offer, secret or otherwise. Speaking of hidden menu items, I've got another one for you, the cheese foam frappe. It's rich in flavor with a depth of sweetness that'll keep you coming back for more. Try next time if you haven't already. Won't regret it. Wow, you're definitely no poser. I'll keep your wreck in mind. Can we wrap up this sweet tooth seminar and go already?
Indeed.
What, you're still here? Sure, it'll be tough to pull a fast one with the sitters here, but keeping us on a leash won't change how things turn out. Someone born from the darkness will stick out like a sore thumb in a world of light. Learning that is only a matter of time. But hey, no skin off my nose. Hate to break it to you, but darkness and light don't matter a bit. Extending a hand out from between them is what we Spriggans do. Oh, generally speaking, blabbing away when I never even asked only shows how much you care inside. Oh, you really know how to rile a guy up. Now that I think about it, letting you wander around the capital's like turning a fox loose in a chicken coop. Anyone pushes me, I'll push back, but I've got no interest in picking fights with weaklings. If Jin were around though, we'd already be at it. At least find a nice vacant lot away from the civvies before you chuke it out. Eh, don't get your panties in a twist, I'll settle the score with him eventually, but it ain't gonna be today. That's funny, the immovable aside, you don't seem like the type to be so courteous about putting off a grudge match 12 years in the making. Oh yeah, what do you know about it? Beyond the basics, not much, but I did spend over half a year in Long Lai. Well, ain't that a happy coincidence? We can have you stand witness when our showdown finally happens. With every fiber of my being, hell no. I'm told the calamity has struck your place of work. Yeah, my baby on wheels got totaled too. Won't be able to do any decent business for a while thanks to that. I remember my last visit there. It truly is a shame. Look, it grew hard all of a sudden. A shame I wasn't there to see it burn to the ground, that is. I knew there'd be a catch. And though your office was reduced to cinders, the first floor was hardly damaged at all. That, darlings, is the mark of a professional. Why, it's almost artistic. That's a unique perspective, to put it kindly.
Very well.
Very well indeed.
Come on in and eat your
That
fill.
was so nice and such a gentleman too. I spotted him earlier and when our eyes met he nodded right at me. No wonder his fan base has been on the rise. Alright, what's on the menu today? Nothing compares to a nice frothy beer and a cool night air. You can get as loud as you want it too. Let it out and whoop it up.
My stuff can't be beat.
Soul Chef burgers.
I'll
We
be
already
waiting for
got
you.
a burger recipe during this. Premium bacon, lettuce, and tomato burger. Premium. I couldn't manage another sip once I heard all the crashing and screaming from the track yesterday. There weren't any casualties is a miracle. Tonight I'm going to honor it by making up for the drinks I missed out on. Good job, see? I knew you could do it. What can I say? You taught me well. He's made it to the first hold. I don't know. Hasn't made it very far, that's for certain. But why knock him? He's trying. Yesterday's race turned into a disaster. Now the finals are postponed until further notice. Leave me on pins and needles, why don't they? Here's the car, guys. Oh boy, everyone's drowning their sorrows in drink. Alcohol doesn't really agree with me though, so I usually stick with mocktails and soft drinks. It really has been a hell of a day though. Fast forward to now and all of a sudden we're palling it up with the high bloods. Best case scenario, the Z1 Grand Prix will get to end on a good note too. Well, ain't this just the pits, not the racing kind either. I can't believe those crazy maniacs got the Z1 postponed. We spent the rest of the day burning rubber to blow off steam. It really worked up at first though, so we came back for some drinks. Still not enough to kill the pain though. Oh no, Yadis, you and me are gonna ride that Ferris wheel together. They would care if I had a few pints, right?
Are you serious? Of course they will. You're plastered out of your mind.
Very well.
So what if I've been drinking? If I say I'm going on that thing, then that's what I'm gonna do. I ride around on 4 wheels all the time. How bad can one giant one be? Normally we'd be celebrating the close of the Z1 Grand Prix, but that went out the window after what happened yesterday. They did manage to nab all the terrorists though, and the race is already slated to be rescheduled. Best of all, Maxim and Aslan made it out alright. Fingers crossed they tear up the track more than ever next time. If there ever was a time to drink, it's now. I mean, what else are we supposed to do? The final race of the Z1 Grand Prix is postponed and they don't even know for how long. I've got to get my racing fixed. Well, not tonight, obviously. Not bad too many for that. You're definitely looking slosh. Try not to go too hard, you hear? Pff, like I need you to tell me that. Anyway, where does the CID rounded up all the jerks who put us into this fiasco to begin with? That's worth raising a toast for. He's hoping they get the Z1 Grand Prix rescheduled ASAP. You know, we never did get to settle the score with UCO and his crew. My Cabal just got a pretty sweet tune-up, so I just might ask him for a rematch. Then I'll have that and the Z1 Grand Prix to look forward to. Who's over here, then? Those anti-immigration terrorists are totally out of control. I mean, come on, they ruined the Z1 Grand Prix, all for their stupid cause. This is serious business here. One wrong step and we could have been toast. When everything went wrong at yesterday's race, my heart almost stopped on the spot. Good thing Aslan wasn't hurt, otherwise it would have shattered instead.
Welcome to the official Z1 shop.
A tyre's grip is proportional to the amount of surface area that comes into contact with the ground. That's why the ones on Z1 cars don't have any grooves. They only work on highly maintained racetracks though. You can never get that same level of performance on a public street. Oh, it's you guys. We heard about what happened. Yeah, who would have thought the Kruger and Marduk would be starting fights in the capital? I mean, I guess I understand why it all went down, but cleanup's been a real bitch. Sorry, I heard you two had to do a lot of running around. Yeah, really, this is all my fault, huh? Allow me to offer my apologies as well. Hey, we know you two weren't really the ones behind it all. Plus, it's not like there were any civilian casualties either. Yeah, I have to say, that part was pretty impressive. Not to say it wasn't still bad, but... Anyway, we've been doing some investigating around town as part of the cleanup effort, just to make sure we didn't miss anything strange. Try and rest easy tonight, okay? You'll probably need all the strength you can get tomorrow. Don't know how much rest we can manage with the fearsome foursome sitting outside. Well, they don't seem to be up to anything malicious. We could probably just leave them be. You're not wrong there, but we still have a few things to finish before we can put our feet up. Thanks for your help, you two. Of course, and if anything else pops up, feel free to give us a ring.
We even have rare items that were used in
Sucks what happened at the race yesterday. And since the CID had the whole investigation on lockdown, we couldn't even do anything to help. You know, I just had a thought. Don't they usually sell limited edition souvenirs based on whoever wins the Grand Prix? Wonder what they'll do now. Oh, that's right. You're a big car guy too, aren't you? Where are you rooting for Leno yesterday? Not a problem. Look, I know he's not as big as he used to be. When I was a kid, there was this racer named Carlos. We don't exactly have time for a trip down memory lane right now, Elvis. Did you want to check around the circuit for some leads? Oh yeah, let's look by the Ferris wheel too. Good idea. No time to waste them. It would seem they have a pleasant evening ahead. Oh, I guess we all need a breather every once in a while.
So take your time and enjoy your visit.
The authorities are on high alert at the moment. Can't say I blame them given what happened today. We've been keeping an eye out for suspicious characters too, of course, but we haven't really spotted any on our usual patrol routes. That's why we came here instead. After all, there's lots of places to hide at the Grand Circuit, like the Ferris wheel, or behind the rock wall. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but I feel like me and Elvis have been flirting a lot tonight.
Here at the Grand
No,
Circuit
he's just been a good co-worker. It's not that deep, Regina. I don't think I've seen her look so conflicted before. Don't worry, I'm sure she'll be just fine. What's up with Elvis?
We even have rare items that were used in
what's up?
actual races.
Why are you guys looking at me like that?
And enjoy
But anyway, try and rest easy tonight. You'll probably need all the strength you can get tomorrow. Once we're finished here, I should look over the requests we have on the back burner. I've got to do everything I can. That includes looking back at what happened today. Okay, something's wrong with Elvis. We'll call this as a thing that's happening. He didn't hate on Van. He was actually good with everyone. He's flirting with Regina. Something's up here.
Something
ain't right.
I've made up my mind. From now on, I'm shelving my trains and collecting Model Z1 cars instead. The guy on the leather, Lucio, he told me to trust my gut, so that's what I'm going to do. Well, let's finish the session today by talking to Lucio. Turns out working to earn your keep isn't so bad. Race, ethnicity, social class, none of that makes a difference when it comes to good, honest labor. Perhaps I've had things all wrong this whole time. Maybe.
Free to look around.
And the silver light is new for Kincaid.
You can find all manner
Come back
of
whenever.
Z1
How dare
merchandise
Elvis have
while
character
viewing
development?
displays of the most iconic
I mean,
moments in
he
our
can
long
do,
history.
but we have...
So, what's
Why
next
the
on
sudden
the agenda?
change of heart?
I'll gladly take that off your hands.
That's always the question here, isn't it? Defense up +5 and ADF up +5 for Kincaid.
We even have rare items that were used in actual races.
There's some real stuff
So take your
going on
time
there.
And enjoy.
Well, we'll figure out what it is maybe next time, but we've still got actually a lot of people to sweep on the Grand Circuit. Wasn't expecting an event to be here, so what do we have left for the day? We have Trion Tower to sweep. That's a big sweep in and of itself. Sidon District is that's a smaller sweep. Tyrell District's a big sweep. So we've still got a lot of sweep to do. Riverside on top of that with a quest has a small sweep too. So we've done Station Street, one of the big spots, Old Town, and most of the Grand Circuit. We still have to finish out this night, but we will continue on checking out Edith at night with 5 Genesis in our possession. And next time, Act 3 just keeps on rolling. What route are we even on anymore? Let's find out next time on Trails Through Daybreak 2. Until then, I say bye-bye.